Yeah, what's up, boy? This is Rayton, your favorite boy. But for the people who wanna save time, they usually call me Ray. Yeah. I could be a footballer, maybe an artist like the Yo boy. I don't really like you. You know what? I don't really like you because you did that. No, but music's not for me. Bullshit, but it's not for me. Let me not be the content creator that I am. Guys, things happen in your life, but these things are to show you your direction. When my mom died, in the previous video that I did, when my mom died, we were staying with my dad. My dad was living in Nairobi. We were very, very poor. Do you know what I'm talking about? Poverty. My dad was working, but not a permanent job, not a salaried job. You could just get wages. When I say wages, it's just that money you work for a day, you get paid, you get go. He used to send us 500 per week. This 500 we could go buy maize, beans, maize 10 kilograms, beans 3 kilograms, and soap. This soap was to wash our school uniform. It's crazy because after some times we decided to look for the money ourselves. We decided to look for food ourselves, and guess what happened? This is the story of the boys who stole in 26 houses in our rural area. The story begins like, first day, you know where I come from, we don't experience rain often, yeah? So it happened that this was a season of rain, it was around April. So me and our last born, we went to, our last born and I, that's the correct format, we went to a certain seasonal lake because it was a rainy season, as I've told you. And when we went to this seasonal lake, we were there swimming. Then my brother came along and was like, boys, I got some money. And I was like, where did you get money? You know, we could go to somebody and tell that person we want to weed this garden, maybe 100 by 100, give us like 100 bob or 70 bob. I remember the first job I did, I was paid 70 bob, and that person just pitied me because I never completed when weeding the garden. So it's crazy that day we went, my brother came with money and I was like, how can you get 400 shillings in a day? Yet, you know, even when we work for weeding, the three of us, we don't even get 70 shillings. It was like, I went to this house, I found a wallet, then took this money inside that wallet. And I was like, whoa, bro, like, what are you saying? Yeah? Then we decided to go and buy, we call them mandazi. I don't know people who are not from Swahili land if they can know what mandazi is. But it's like chapati cake, some sort of that kind. We went, and when we reached to that hotel, instead of buying it, we decided like, why should we waste our money instead of getting inside and pick the whole packet and go with it. My brother had a jacket that had pockets all over here and this side. So he went back door, put all of them. So I was the one who was to plan. My younger brother was the monitor. Then my second brother was to take the items whenever we went to steal. Bro, let me tell you, that was the second place that my brother went to steal. But for this one, we were all of us, the three of us, the three brothers. Oh shit, like it was so crazy. Right, that time we were living with our grandma. Our grandma is around 70 years plus, 72 plus. Because she died in 2013, after my mom died in 2012. My grandma died in 2013 and she was 97 years. She was born around in 1933, if I can't remember well. It's crazy how I know the dates for my grandma's birthday, but I don't know my dad's or my mom's, because my grandma was like, whoa, my mother, because she was there all the time. And no capping, but of all other grandkids, I was the most loved, yeah. So, not that story is not important. I want to give you the story about how we stole in 26 families. It was crazy, bro. After there, okay, my brother went in, and when the owner had that, like some papers, that those crunch papers where they were producing that sound, he decided to take a bike and come the back door. So my brother had to come out through the front door, and people saw my brother running away, and we ran away again. So my brother did not leave the items that he stole from the hotel. He came and we went into a forest, we started eating, planning for the next home. So I think like my brother was the pioneer. That's why we gave him the role of picking the item and running away. Because my brother could run. Bro, when I say my brother could run, he could run. That's crazy. The second place where we went to steal, the first guy that we stole 400 from, that guy we stole, my brother told me that he stole that 400 from that guy because he was hurt. How was he hurt? My dad said he told that guy, be checking on these sons of mine to be going to school every day because I think I'm too far and they may decide not to go to school. And their grandma is very old. She's very old. She cannot monitor them. So this guy used to beat us so bad, like, bro, when we did not go to school, he could come in the morning, beat us, take us to school even at 12, bro. A school that we're supposed to attend at 6 a.m. is taking us at 12 noon. So we could be beaten again in school, and we were like, no, we hate this guy. So my brother stole the 400 from that guy. We went the second day, we found that his mother had placed a pot with some maize and beans. That's how I can term them for people who don't understand Swahili to understand. For Swahili people, we call it githeri or pure for Tanzanian people. And we took the whole pot, went to a baobab tree up there and started eating from up there. And we were like, it's crazy, bro. Then that guy, it's like he was monitoring us everywhere we used to go. So he came down the baobab tree, and then he called us from up and was like, boys, calm down. In his hands, he had 2 strong sticks. And we're like, when you get down here, you're going to be smashed so bad. So what do? We stay up there. Guess what this guy did? He came up there. We were beaten, my friend, until he came down. That was I think the third time we were stealing. The fourth time, we went to a certain lady in the garden. I don't know, it was a rainy season, so the maize they were flowering, they were producing the maize. We could go to the garden, pick them, and go and roast them up the baobab tree. That baobab tree turned to be our home or our hiding place because baobab trees are so big, but now it was one branch. In between there was a very big hole that you could go lit fire inside, then roast the maize. The first day we decided to do that during the night, fire was all over. People could see fire from up the tree. So they came, all of them down there, and were like, what are you doing up there? We kept quiet. So someone came up there and found us there. Whoa, bro, we were kicked. We were beaten. Yeah? Moving on to that, the 5th place where we stole, we went to these, how do I call them? We call them mzinga in Kenya, but mzinga sometimes mean alcohol, that's a gun, but it was this, you see this honey what? These places where people yield this honey from, they build these places, bees come inside, they produce honey, then the bees are scared away, then they go. That's what we did. We went to climb a tree. We took the honey down, then the string was weak. So you can imagine that whole box full of bees falling down from tree because the string was weak and it was cut. Bro, this day bees really struck us. Like we were beaten, really beaten. I don't know even how I say this, bro. It was crazy. Yeah. Moving on to that, bro. I told you these were 26 families. We went to another woman. We met this woman in the morning preparing some peas to place on the pot. Then we were making stories. This lady did not know us. We started to become a trend. If you see the three brothers anywhere, get them. These boys are disturbing us so much. We went and stole from that woman. We took like 28 eggs. We went and took the hen away from the eggs. Then we took the 28. Instead of carrying them home, we threw them away. We took the food that was kept for that small kid. We ate it away. We took the sugar, ate it all, and we ran away. Reaching on the gate, we decided like, no, there's no way we can steal something that's not physical, that we cannot carry. We broke through the door. We took the big radio. We went away. That's now when I realized we really loved music. Moving on to that, we went to another lady. This person used to cook these snacks. So we were like, this guy cooks snacks in the evening, takes some to the market, then some are left in the house. We went and broke through the door, but before we completely broke the door, the girl came and was like, what are you doing? Why are you breaking into our house? We were like, we don't really care. So we don't even really care about you. So at the moment you were arguing, she started screaming, then we ran away. We stole from different families. We went even to a portion mill, took a lot of money, went to a certain house, took money, like so much happened. When my dad got this story, he broke down, man. My dad really cried. Until date, I remember one question that he asked me. Do you want me to go to jail? We said no. Then he asked us, and why are you doing all this? Because the next thing is that I will kill one of you and go to jail, or kill myself. So we all started crying. Now the four of us, the three brothers and the dad, crying. I will never forget that day. My dad was in a white vest, then on a towel. Yeah. That day, we did not go for a class. We were at home. Those tears from my dad really made me feel like we needed to change. So what did we do? We went, found a pastor, prayed for us, but that was not enough. We went all round. I'm telling you, this is a true story. To all 26 families. They all forgave us, and we were okay. That's the story about the 26 stolen houses with 3 brothers. I hope one day my brother will be seated here, the other one here. We do this story, or we can even publish it as a book, or do a movie about it, because it is not all that about stealing in 26 families. It is just part of the story. About the death of my mom in the last video is just part of the story. We have not talked about the poverty in that family, the death of my grandma, the torture we went through with my uncle. If you really want to know the torture that we went through with my uncle after my grandma's death, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to give you that story as part 3. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because I really love you. It's your boy Rayton, but you can call me Rayton San. For the lazy people, they call me Ray. But no, I don't really like call them lazy, but I think they want to save time. That's why they call me Ray. Peace out. Next video.